Hey, welcome back to B&B Talk. It's Paul. I want you to do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. We got an interesting episode here. It's sort of like a chess game as the whole who killed Allie or how Allie died mystery sort of opens up. First thing we see is Ivy, and she's caught Wyatt in the act of going through her phone. She tells him that he can't delete the video, and she wants to know if he's been playing her the whole time now. Wyatt admits that he did talk to Steffi. He actually kind of blurts that out, and Ivy says that all the Spencer men can't resist Steffi, and I think that includes Bill. Wyatt says that Allie tried to attack Steffi with a rock, and Ivy hates that because now she thinks that Wyatt is taking up for Steffi. And Ivy says that Steffi's been lying about this rock thing, and she actually shows him the video, and they don't see a rock, but Wyatt says it could be a bad angle, and that's why they don't see the rock in her hand. And Wyatt says the Forsters have been really good to him and her, and they, it could jeopardize his job. Now Ivy says rock or no rock, the video stays on her phone, and she's going to figure out how to use it, and obviously to help Allie, or what she thinks will be helping Allie, even though it looks like it's blackmail. Ivy says that Steffi takes whatever she wants, and she wonders why Steffi didn't tell the cops about the rock if there was a rock. She's convinced Steffi's lying. She actually complains that she's all alone. She's lost Allie, she's lost Liam, and now she thinks Wyatt's betrayed her, and she doesn't have her parents with her. So Wyatt then apologizes to her, and they sort of awkwardly make out, and they head to the bedroom. She stops him for a sec, and then she reminds him that she said when she is with someone, she gives herself entirely to them, and she says she's ready to do this. Now after they're together, Ivy tells Wyatt that, now that I've given myself to you entirely, I want to be able to trust you, and she makes him promise that she won't delete the video. And of course Wyatt is like a bobblehead doll. He agrees. He just made love. And then we see Steffi, and she tells Thomas that she thinks that Wyatt is going to go through and delete the video. Now Thomas thinks that Ivy can still go to the cops and that it'll be her word against Steffi's, but Steffi says it's too late to change. She's already told the cops about what happened that night, and there was no rock involved, so it's too late to turn back. Now we also see another thing. We see the lieutenant in the office with Caroline and Ridge, and he tells him he's got to dot all his I's and cross his T's. And he says there are a lot of unanswered questions in this case that he needs to get to. Now, at that point, dude pretty much helps himself to the hot dogs that are sitting there. He actually does ask, but he's got a voracious appetite, and he mouths through those hot dogs. And he wants to know if there was any animosity, he asks Ridge, between Allie and Steffi. And Ridge says, Allie had issues, but she had issues with a lot of people. And at that point, the cop wonders if things got physical. Now, previously we'd seen Pam, and she was giving the intern trouble for dropping off the hot dogs because they're supposed to go to somebody else, and she's not happy about this. But eventually, she sends the intern back out to get more hot dogs. But later on, Pam is eavesdropping at the door, and Steffi and Thomas show up, and she tells them that there's a cop in the office with Ridge and Caroline, and Steffi doesn't hesitate. She goes in, and she tells the cop, after he asks her a few questions, that Allie was crazy, and she tells him about the pictures, the nail in the tire, and the attempt to run her over. But the cop says that being crazy doesn't justify killing someone. So now he's throwing out the theory that, that Allie was killed, but Rich doesn't like that, and he and Steffi kind of pounce on that, and they don't like the fact that he's saying that she got killed. They say it was an accident, but the lieutenant thinks that it's way too much of a coincidence that it happened on the same spot where Darla had died at the hands of their mother. And Steffi does say that Allie reenacted this at that spot, and that's why they were there. Now the cop says that he wants to talk to Thorne a little bit more about this, and he says that he wants to make sure that Allie's death wasn't a murder, and that's where we leave things off. So it's getting really interesting, and he's going to keep poking around until he gets something. So that's all she wrote for this episode. It's Paul, it's B&B Talk. Don't forget to follow us on social media, and have a great day.